Now, they are America's #1 gold record award-winning group of all time. Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, easily one of rock's most influential bands. So how does KISS kick off their long-awaited and highly anticipated Freedom to Rock tour? Becoming right here to Tucson on 4th of July, of course. I am honored that the Demon of Rock himself, Gene Simmons, is joining me now to talk about the tour. Gene, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
My pleasure. How'd you like the duck face so early in the morning? Yeah.
I like that this early in the morning. That's how we should kick off the day. Now, Gene, actually, this tour, you guys have purposefully picked cities that you guys have either not been to in a long time or maybe never have been to before, right?
Yeah, that's right. You know, we cut our teeth by literally getting into our station wagons before MTV, before even voicemail, before cell phones, before technology. I mean, before any of the modern stuff. This is 1974. Maybe it was 1874. And we became who we are and the success we had by taking our case to the people, the old-fashioned way. The same way politicians are realizing that you can't just go on CNN and Fox and stay in New York and think you can be elected to the highest office in the land. You got to go to Tucson. You got to convince people, go to the diners and show them who you are and that you're real. And that's what this is all about. So we're starting the Freedom to Rock tour, and I got to do this backwards because when I go like this, it's actually over here. The Freedom to Rock tour, I'm the guy over there with the long tongue with the spin and dry cycle that can whip up a good froth. I'm that guy that mommy keeps telling you about. Stay away from that one, you know, he's a good. And so we're going to be bringing the full bells and whistles to you guys at the Casino del Sol Resort, and then we're going to take a few days to rehearse, and then the tour starts in Boise, Idaho and stuff like that. So we're picking cities that we don't often go to, and a lot of bands don't often go to, but we're bringing all of it, the full bells and whistles, and we're going to cram pack everything as much as we can, including more firepower than most third world countries. And what we're doing actually, I think is even more important than the tour, is that we teamed up with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, that's right. Every once in a while, government gets it right. And so we're teaming up with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to make sure that vets get a job. Consider the fact that our military, our proud military, men and women, are volunteering to risk life and limb to make your life possible. So the least we can do, even though there's no amendment to the Constitution that at least guarantees them a job, is we're going to do our part. We're going to give vets jobs on every single tour stop. So by going to vettix.org, I beg your pardon, or kissonline.com, you can find out more information, but people will tell you about it, and you can find out all that info. So besides having a great time and enjoying the freedoms that our vets give us in America, that's why we're draped with this flag. We take a lot of things for granted in this country, but trust me, all the other countries in the world, including the bad places where there's lots of sand on the ground, they're jealous of you because you can be any color, any creed, any religious persuasion, any lifestyle choice that you want to, and even though the bad guys are trying to stop you, they can't stop America. So the best thing you can do this 4th of July, enjoy the freedoms that our men and women give you.
Well, Gene, we have Davis Monthan here in our community, and they're a big part of our community, and we want to thank you, like you said, for not just bringing this concert here, but even giving back to the community and to the wonderful military men and women that, like you said, give us that freedom that we all should appreciate. But, you know, I have to ask, you said we're bringing all the bells and whistles of this concert. We're getting the full KISS experience. Is there maybe one song that you still really think is like your favorite to perform on stage?
Well, the heart stopper for me is when they fly me up to the light truss 50 feet above the air at 8 feet a second. And no nets. We literally risk our lives at every show because there's pride and we care and all that stuff. And so it's not just wearing more makeup and higher heels than your mommy. It's also putting on the best show in the world, period. That's why we introduce ourselves with, you wanted the best, you got the best, the hottest band on earth, KISS. And that is a call to arms. We lay down the gauntlet in front of ourselves, and you know, consider the fact that were it not for God or good faith or whatever, we'd be asking the next person in line, would you like some fries with that? So we consider what we do really important. And the stage is holy ground. It's electric church. And we don't take it for granted that people spend hard-earned money to buy a ticket. And we intend to give bang for the buck. That's what we've always been about and will continue to be.
Well, that's why we love KISS. Gene, thank you so much. I can't wait for you to get here to Tucson. And while you're here, look around for a spot to bring a Rock and Brews restaurant. We would love to have that here in Tucson as well. And the Morning Blend is always open if you'd ever love to stop in as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Gene. Again, KISS is kicking off the Freedom to Rock tour here at the AVA Amphitheatre on July 4th. You don't want to miss it.